Have you ever seen those riders at a water park or on a cruise ship that are spinning around on those artificial waves on their stomach? Chances are what you saw were the riders doing what's called an assisted prone 360, and I'm going to show you guys how to do them and how to do them cleanly. One thing that I like to get into before I get into how to do the trick is that the double knee 360 is found by a lot of riders to be an easier version of the prone 360. So if you want to try spinning on your knees first and double knee, go ahead and give that a shot in case the prone 360 is too difficult. Also, if you are going to try the prone 360, you're going to want to be comfortable riding on prone. That means moving left and right on the wave and having a firm understanding of the fundamental that it is your legs that are keeping you straight when you're on the water. This is going to be key to doing the trick because in order to stop spinning while you're doing the trick or after you're doing the trick, you're going to need to drop those legs in the water and stop that spinning motion. Now, you're going to see me using my elbows to spin left and right. Some people ride with one hand on the nose and one hand on the side of the board. That's fine as well. Just find your own style and let's get going into the trick. The step one is going to be position your whole body on the board. That means your head is hanging over the nose of that board. The second step is to use your hand to generate that spinning motion. Now, I did two of them real quick, but let's go into slow motion to see exactly what I just said. Your head has to be over the top of the board. If you look at my head, I'm looking down at water. I'm not looking down at the board. That's what I mean. Get that board deep underneath you in order to get the spin done right, and then use your hand to generate that spinning motion. That's how you're going to get the trick done, but there is a third step to this whole process. You're probably only going to get 50% of the spin done without this third step. You need to be able to kind of do a pretend nose touch to the back of the wave. Look at what my head does. I almost kind of lean my head down in order to continue that motion of the spin and get weight off of the nose of the board. I don't keep leaning towards the back the whole time because eventually while I'm doing the 360, my back area where my knees are actually facing the front of the wave. If I'm still putting weight on where my knees are, I'm going to catch the wave on the front. So that's what that thrusting motion does for you, that pretend nose touch. Now this is something you don't want to do. You don't want to have that board like as if you're riding normal. See, this is me. I'm ready to ride left and right, and then I just decide to go for a spin. It's not going to work like that. You want to get your knees out of the water. Look how deep my knees are on the water. And look, as I'm looking down, I'm looking entirely at my board. That's how you know that you don't have the board far enough underneath you. If you're looking down and you're seeing your board, it's not far enough underneath you. You need to shift it underneath you even farther. You can keep your hands in the water if you want to help you stay straight too. That's okay. You can't necessarily expect yourself to just not have your legs in the water and at the same time stay straight. So if you need to have two hands in the water to kind of help you keep straight, that's fine. But you don't want to be leaning towards the front of the wave. Look what happens when I do this spin here. You're going to see me still leaning towards the front of the wave as I go into that spin, instead of leaning back the other way. Instead of leaning towards my right arm while I spin, I'm going to be leaning towards my left arm. And this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to start the spin and the rail of your board is going to catch right away. So don't worry about it. Get back on the wave. Take your time. Just be patient with the trick. And just be aware that you need to keep that pressure facing backwards. Even if you see me riding on double knee there, I was sitting on the back of the board. That's where the pressure was. Well, as you get halfway through the trick, that pressure needs to stay back there. You're going to see that I definitely kept the rail of that board clear out of the water. That's how I was able to do it. If you have any questions about this trick or want to see future trick videos performed, definitely leave it in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video.
The sooner it's over,